Now, 5 years ago, Occupy Wall Street began, and everybody's talking about how this is the anniversary of the day that Occupy Wall Street began its resistance against the so-called 1%. And a lot of people are talking about the achievements and the spirit of it. And I'm sitting here thinking, what are you talking about? Because nothing was actually accomplished by Occupy Wall Street. It did a lot of raising of awareness, which people were already aware of. It even pushed the very liberal and a very anti-scientific phrase, the 1%, into the mainstream media and asked questions about greed in the country and how much corporations should be taking and stuff like that. In other words, very typical mainstream economic arguments. But for some reason, they don't seem like mainstream economic arguments in the United States, given the tremendous rightward slant that the country has. But my main question is this: despite all of that resistance action, setting up communes, creating mass protests, what actually came out of Occupy Wall Street? Exactly what I said was going to happen, and the same thing that a lot of people said was going to happen. Nothing. In the end, the entire, quote-unquote leadership of Occupy Wall Street completely sold out to the Democrats and accepted, the promises of reform, and eventually it shrunk and shrunk as people lost interest as the economy recovered from the recession. People went back to work, people went back to school, and eventually it fizzled out into nothing. But I find it very strange to sit there and hear all these people talk about the glorious act, the glorious uprising that was Occupy Wall Street. And I'm sitting here thinking, what are you talking about? It was a protest movement, one that existed for a particular amount of time and then eventually died out. There is no Occupy Wall Street. They're saying 5 years on from the beginning of Occupy. And I'm like, it's over. It's been over for a long time. The movement isn't there. It was a very small, temporary thing that came out as a reaction to the global recession. It seems very strange in my mind how people can make it out to be this whole big thing that's still happening when it's very clearly not. And I just think that that's another symptom of first worldism. They're trying to make out something being there when it really isn't. And that there has to be a real organization for revolution, not a liberal protest movement that openly rejected the use of violence. That's not revolutionary. That's just liberal protesting. That if first worldists really want to build revolution in the first world, they're going to have to go well beyond what Occupy Wall Street stood for. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.